Hey guys, I'm Alan. Welcome back to the channel. With Christmas being right around the corner, I thought I'd go ahead and move my set into the living room for the next few weeks, just in here with the Christmas tree and the fireplace, just to get a little more kind of festive of a set for the next couple weeks. So I hope you guys enjoy this little change. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Godox VD microphone, and this is a shotgun microphone that you can use with either a camera or something like a smartphone. And they did send this to me for free to review, and I've been using it for about 2 weeks now, and overall been really impressed with the quality of this microphone. It's pretty great for the price. And speaking of the price, it retails for $59 on Amazon at the time of making this video. I'll have it listed down in the description if you guys are interested and want to check it out. And throughout this video, we're going to talk about the everything that it comes with. We're going to talk about the build quality, some of the features, and of course I'm going to let you guys hear it towards the end of the video. Let's jump into the review. First, let's go over everything that comes with the microphone. So you do get a dead cat, and that's great for reducing wind noise. Then you also get a shock mount, and you can put this on your camera and mount the microphone on it, and that'll help get rid of any handling noise. And of course you get the microphone, and this microphone does look and feel really nice, really high quality. Then you do get one smaller windscreen, so if you don't want to use that ginormous one, the dead cat, you can use this smaller one, and it still blocks the noise pretty well. Then you also get the 3.5mm cable, and this is what you're going to use to run to your camera or smartphone into the microphone. And that is everything that comes in the box. Let's go ahead and talk about the build quality and the features. So the microphone is made completely out of metal, feels really premium, so I don't have any problems at all with that. It's great. And then as far as the features go, again, it's very simple. Basically all you have to do is just plug this microphone straight in. There aren't any gain settings or controls on the microphone at all. So very easy to use. If you were using this with a smartphone, you'd probably need an adapter or something, just because headphone jacks don't hardly exist anymore on phones, which is a bummer for people like us that actually want to use their phone for recording things occasionally. So be aware of that. And then as far as the shock mount goes, it is made out of plastic. And as far as I know, pretty much all shock mounts are made out of plastic because it's a pretty flexible material. So nothing wrong with that. Then on the bottom of the shock mount, it does have threads down there, and these threads are actually made out of metal, so that's really cool. If you look at the one like with the Rode VideoMicro, the threads on that one are actually plastic, so this is a little bit higher quality shock mounts, I think. Let's see, what else? So those threads you could use to mount this on a boom stand if you wanted to, and if you're curious how to do that, I actually made a video how to do that not too long ago, so I'll link that up in the YouTube card and down in the description so you guys can figure out how to mount that to a boom stand if you wanted to. As far as the cable that comes with the microphone, for my particular setup, I'm usually using a Canon M50. That cable is actually a little bit too long, I think. That's not a deal breaker or anything. It still works just fine. I just kind of have to tuck it out of the way a little bit. But be aware of that. It is a pretty long cable. I could see, though, if you had maybe a mount or a light mounted to the top of your camera or something, and then you were mounting this on top of that light, maybe that long cable comes in handy. But in my particular case, I don't need quite that much length. And then the dead cat that comes with the microphone is actually really good because it's a little bit smaller than the one that I'm used to using with the Rode VideoMicro. So I actually like that because sometimes that big dead cat gets in the way. Sometimes it even ends up in the shot if I'm not careful, so I have to kind of be careful with it. Yeah, that smaller one, I actually really, really like the size of it. Okay, that's it for the build quality and the features. I know you guys are ready to hear what this microphone sounds like, so let's go ahead and do that now. And I'm going to be comparing the Godox VD-Mic along with the Rode VideoMicro. And if you're unfamiliar with that microphone, that one's basically like the industry standard for these little compact shotgun microphones that attach to your camera. Also, I should mention that right now I'm just using an MXL 990 condenser microphone that I have running into my audio interface, and then I just sync that up in post. So that's kind of a different type of microphone, but just thought I should mention that before we jump into our sound test. Here we go. Right now you guys are hearing the Godox VD Shotgun microphone, and I do have my iPhone recording over here just so you guys can kind of get a bigger picture and see kind of how I'm using this and see how it's set up. So I have the Godox VD mic right now on a boom stand, and I usually like to do that instead of putting it on top of the camera just because it gives a little bit better sound quality, I think, if you can get that microphone a little bit closer to you. We're going to do the same thing with the Rode VideoMicro. We'll also test out a couple of other applications as well so you guys can hear the sound difference. But this is test number 1. Now you guys are hearing the Rode VideoMicro, and it's actually set up the exact same way with the boom stand and everything. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this first sound comparison, which one you think sounds better. I went ahead and switched back to the Godox VD mic, and now instead of being on that boom stand, I actually just have it mounted to the top of the camera. And I actually don't like using it this way as much because since the microphone is farther away, you're not going to get as good of sound quality. I know a lot of people do use these types of mics like this, just kind of put them on there and point and shoot. So thought you'd want a sound example with this type of setup. And now you're hearing the Rode VideoMicro mounted directly on top of the camera. And let me know what you guys think of this sound comparison down in the comments, which one you guys think sounds better. Now you guys are hearing the Godox VD mic again. I wanted to go ahead and show you what it sounded like with kind of like a vlogging style setup if you just stick the microphone right on top of your camera. And I do have the dead cat on there as well because it is pretty windy outside, so that should help kill some of that wind noise. Let me know what you guys think of this sound down in the comments. I just switched back to the Rode VideoMicro mounted on top of the camera, so again kind of a vlogging style setup using a Canon M50, the Rode VideoMicro, and I do have the dead cat on there also to kill some of the wind noise today. So let me know down in the comments which microphone you think won each one of these tests, the boom mic test, and then also kind of stationary mounted on top of the camera, and then like a vlogging setup, which one you think sounded best for each one of those. I think that'd be cool to hear from you guys. Personally, I think the Godox microphone is performing really well, especially when it's from a brand that I haven't heard of before, and it's a very similar price range and has really good build quality. So I'm pretty impressed by the Godox mic, honestly. I can definitely recommend it to you guys without any issues. So I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for my review of this microphone. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Don't forget that microphone is listed in the description if you guys do want to check it out. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks again.